Wait, what? There are no changes. Did I just miss it? There are no changes to the Pictomancer, right? Greetings and welcome to another video. We just got the fresh patch notes of 7.05, which will include the Savage Raid tier and all the rewards that you get from it. But of course, we have some battle system changes. We did expect that, to be fair. And I mean, that had to be done because of how strong the Pictomancer is at the moment. And it would be a shame if we would start with that big of a DPS disparity into Savage. So yeah, let's see what they did. First of all, of course, all this is not new. All these changes are in the same way that they have been applied in Endwalker, Shadowbringers, Stormblood, Heavensward, and A REALM REBORN before that. I'm not sure about A REALM REBORN. Don't quote me on that. But yeah, we have the Sinnoh Jaja Gural has been added, which is the new treasure map or treasure content that you can do. And then we have some housing furnishings being added. I will just basically go through that because I'm very much interested in the battle system changes. I'm sorry. Definitely make sure to read these out. Check out Meoni's video, check out Cole's video, check out Mr. Happy's video. They do this in a way more full version and detailed version. So yeah. Okay, so here we go. Paladin changes. We have some potency increase on Royal Authority, on the combo potency. We have Holy Spirit being increased by 30 potency. Atonement being increased by 20. Supplication by 40. Sepulchre by 60. Confiteor by 60. Then 60 on the combo or Request God potency. That's actually a lot. So yeah, Paladin changes do seem to be significant. That could bridge the gap between Paladin and Warrior right now. But yeah, Dark Knight. Oh my god. Heart Slash. 40 potency. Siphon Strike 20. Soul Eater 20. The time between action, activation, and character movement has been reduced. Okay, so yeah, that's what Mr. Happy mentioned. That I actually didn't really notice that. Maybe that my ping is better here in Germany, but I didn't notice any hard delay on Shadow Strike. But yeah, Mr. Happy at least noticed that and talked about that. So yeah, we have this being increased. And Carve and Split is 30%? 30 potency here. And this is Steam 200 potency. I am really not sure if that is enough here. Okay, so Siphon Strike is base attack. Soul Eater is a basic attack that you use very frequently. This is something that you don't use that much, but yeah, 200 potency is quite large, especially when you have some buff windows applied and potions applied. Yeah, it might be the one. It might be the thing that puts Dark Knight upper A or into A section now again. But yeah, so far it still seems to be a bit weak compared to what the Paladin is getting here. I'm not sure. We have to see when certain tools have been updated, and we'll talk about that, of course, in another tier list. But so far, it at least seems that Dark Knight now gets its B spot being reversed into an A spot, something like that. But yeah, we'll see. Okay, so Gunbreaker, the time between action. Yeah, that's the trajectory. That's also the gap closer now. That's more smooth. Monk is getting buffed. Oh my god. Okay, okay. True Strike. Okay, so this seems to be fixing the issues that some people had with the rotation. Snap Punch and Twin Snakes. Because these, yeah, you kind of did not use them or something. I haven't played the Monk yet, but according to what I have heard and the feedback that people gave me about Monk, it seemed that it's just weirdly working, but not like it should work because of how potencies are. I'm not sure. If that is something that's not an alternative version of the rotation that you're using right now, buffing the Monk with these potencies here seems to be very strong because Monk is actually performing quite nicely, as you could see on FF logs or anything like that. So we'll talk about that later, I guess, and we'll see. Okay, so Dragoon, Winged Glide, yeah, that's the gap closer. Is also being made more snappy again. Potency upon learning the trait Melee Mastery has been changed from 620 to 720. And Starcross is getting a buff of 200 potency. Okay, so Dragoon gets good buffs here and very, very good adjustments. Potency has been increased on the Ninja, on the Gust Slash by 20, Forked Raiju 60, Fleeting Raiju 60, and Sesho Mappo is 150 actually, with Mesui, and the normal potency is also 150, and Tenri Jindo also 100. Okay, So according to the list on FF Logs, the difference between a Ninja and Reaper, for example, this could be it. I don't know. What do you think? I'm really curious. That actually seems to be addressing all the issues we had with balancing. So I'm really glad somebody is listening at Square Enix headquarters. Yeah. Jinpu, or not listening, but they might actually check their FF Logs data as well. That's the most reasonable thing to do. Okay, so Samurai, Jinpu is being nerfed, Shifu is being nerfed, and Gekko is being nerfed. Kasha is being nerfed, and Yukikaze is being nerfed. Oh my god, okay. Midara Setsugeka is being nerfed. Sine is being nerfed. I don't know. I didn't feel like the charts showed a Samurai being the absolutely strongest job right now. It might be on the top on AD DPS, like basically always when Black Mage didn't perform as well. But yeah, I don't know. Okay, so yeah, overall some nerfs. Then we have the Foresight effect restores HP when effect expires, has been changed to gradually restores your HP and reduces damage taken by 10%. Cure potency has been reduced from 500 to 200. Okay. Don't know if that needed to be nerfed, to be honest. I don't know. That's quite weird because I heard many people complain about that, how ineffective that is and how much you can actually use it, which is not much. So yeah, I don't know. We will see about that. 10 nerf on Gyofo. Then we have Sanshin being nerfed by 80. Tendo Goken by 10. And Tendo Keshi Goken by 10 as well. Guys, I don't know. Did the Samurai needed to be nerfed? We'll see. We'll see. Okay, Reaper. Perfectio has been improved by 100. Potency upon learning the trait Melee Mastery has been increased from 460 to 520. Soul Slice. Okay. Yeah. Buff on Reaper, unnecessary, but okay. We can talk about that. I can accept all these nerfs on buffs to certain jobs if Pictomancer didn't get nerfed significantly, because then they basically just buff all the other jobs to make it even, which I actually do like. It's just very, very problematic and bears some risk that you overgo with something here. But yeah. I don't know about the Viper attacks, but they have some potency added here of 300. Own steel potency of 300 has been added. That seems to be a change for certain abilities and skills, so I haven't played the Viper yet. Let me know if that's good or not. You know it better than I do, so... but yeah, I hope I'll get some time after the Savage release to play the Viper as well. Potency increased by Hunter's Sting by 40. Then we have potency increased. Okay, so this seems to be a whole rework. I don't have any clue what that means and what that does to the Viper's damage output and rotation. So I highly recommend just to check it out for yourself. I can read it out, of course, but I don't have any clue what that means. So like I said, I haven't played the Viper yet. Please check this out for yourself. If you're a Viper player right now, this seems to be a big change. I'm not sure if it's a good one or not. Some people were expecting a bad change for Viper with this patch, so I hope it's not the bad patch. So I hope for you that it's not bad. So yeah, definitely check this out. I can't make sense of any of this. I haven't played it. It seems massive. Massive change, massive potency changes here, and a full rework of these combos that are connected to Own Steel, which is now a side effect or a bonus effect that is being added onto other skills. So yeah, check this out for yourself. And yeah, like always, you can find the link in the description. Okay, Machinist gets a buff on Full Metal Field, which is the 100 ability, by 200 potency, which is not bad, because you can definitely use that under buff windows. And yeah, that's definitely something that might really bridge this close gap between Machinist and the other jobs there. Dancer also gets the potency increase by 120 on Fan Dance 4. That's 120 potency. Not as much as here on Full Metal Field, but I think you use the Fan Dance 4 way more frequently than Full Metal Field. But yeah, Dancer had to be buffed a bit. The Bard, in my opinion, had to be buffed a bit. Machinist had to be buffed a bit. And now let's see what they did to Black Mage. Thunder damage potency has been reduced, but damage over time potency has been increased. Okay, Umbral Soul. The additional effect halts the expiration of Umbral Ice has been added. Now grants Ice 3, 3 Umbral Hearts, and restores 10,000 MP when used while outside of combat. Okay, so this is definitely a big, massive rework. You can now have much more benefit when using this out of combat and get your resources regenerated quite instantly. So that's definitely a good thing already, because yeah, also you get Umbral Soul way earlier now than before, on I think 45 or something. Yeah, Thunder 3, potency has been reduced. Okay, damage over time potency, though, has been increased. Flare, reduced damage for all remaining enemies, has been changed. Okay, so more AoE damage on Flare. Blizzard, less damage. Fire 4, less damage. Despair, less damage. High Thunder, okay, so nerf in direct damage, but more in overtime damage, again. Enhanced Enochian 3, magic damage increase has been changed from 23 to 25%. Okay, so a 2% overall buff. That's not too bad. Paradox, 20%. The additional effect granting Astral Fire and Firestarter now require players to be under the effect of Astral Fire. The Umbral Ice bonus requires no MP to cast and grants Umbral Ice has been added with a duration of 15 seconds. Okay. I don't know if that's compensating the damage loss that Black Mage is having compared to other jobs. I don't know. The Paradox Marker can now also be made active after reaching Astral Fire 3, then swapping to the opposite. Ah, okay. I don't know. If that is enough, we'll see about that. We will see about that. I haven't played Black Mage to 100 yet, but this seems to be something they actually look at Black Mage, and I hope that this will fix it, and I'm still not quite sure. It just feels like they should have added some potency buffs on their main spells like Fire 4 and maybe make Despair a bit more powerful and all that. I don't know. It's kinda not the thing I would wish for the Black Mage right now. It feels like this could not be enough. 3% on magic damage on Enochian 4. We'll have to see about that. Okay, so Summoner, Umbral Impulse 20 potency, Sunflare 100 potency, and Necrotize 20 potency. Okay, so overall, the Solar Bahamut phase is getting buffed a bit, and Necrotize is also being buffed a bit. Not too much, but yeah, like I said, they are not too far away from the others. It's fine. It's just a bit more, and this seems to be a good fix here. Contra 6 potency has been increased by 20 on the Red Mage. Effect duration of magic swordplay has been increased from 15 to 30 seconds. Okay. Yeah, something I didn't know I needed, but now we get it, right? Potency has been increased on Enchanged Reprise on 40 potency here. Then we're Thunder 3 and Ver Arrow 3 by 20, which are quite frequently cast, but you might think they are one of the base spells, but you actually don't cast them too much with all the... You're basically swapping between stances so much now with the new abilities and new skills and new procs. You really don't use them as much as before, at least. But yeah, it's definitely a buff and something that I definitely welcome and I'm glad to see. White Mage Dire potency has been increased by 5 again, and damage over time potency has been... What is that even here? I mean, 75 on the initial damage, it's really nothing, right? Okay, play 1, play 2, play 3 on the Astrologian shared recast time has been... Wait, what? There are no changes. Did I just miss it? There are no changes to the Pictomancer, right? So they actually did it. They buffed all the other jobs, but basically very slightly. And I really hope for the Black Mage that this affects its rotation and damage output a lot, especially the paradox changes. I don't know if that's enough. Oh my god. Okay, I will just tell you, we'll keep the spots here. Maybe put Red Mage and Summoner into A-ish, A- between that. Maybe an A- spot should be applied to the B jobs now. Dragoon and Ninja might step into the A+ field. And sorry, but Pictomancer seems to be S++ or S+ still. There's no nerf to the Pictomancer, right? I mean, don't get me wrong, I like this idea. I like that they don't nerf jobs, because nerfing is always negative effect and has the negative effect on players that they feel like, oh no, my job is getting nerfed and it's weaker than before. It always evokes a bad feeling. And buffing all the others is definitely the right way to do. I just think it's not enough. I just think it's not enough. But yeah, we'll see about that. Okay, so yeah, the raid AAC Light Heavyweight Tier Savage has been added. I'm not going through this to spoiler you anything here, but yeah, it's always like the same. You get 1 Dark Horse Champions coffer in all of these spots and slots here on item level 730, which is quite high now. I guess if you have these equipped, you can solo lots of Shadowbringers trials then, and the Stormblood trials very smoothly, the extreme ones for farming mounts or anything like that. Regardless of whether your party contains a player replaying a duty prior to the weekly reset or not, 1 treasure coffer will appear. There are 1 to 4 players in your party replaying a duty, the number of treasure coffers appearing upon completion will decrease. Okay, yeah, this is basically the same thing like always, right? Item exchange, you can do that in Solution 9. Gears will receive an AAC illustrated LHW edition from each area, which can exchange for a gear of your choosing. Like I said, by speaking to Hiwi in Solution 9. Yeah, it's the same trader for the normal version of gear, and you can just find the Savage pieces and items being in there as well. But yeah, of course, I will do a gear compendium video about that, so stick around for that. New elite marks have been added, and following duties have been added to the raid finder, of course, the Savage tier here. Alagan Tombstones of Heliometry have been added, which are the new tombstones that are capped by a weekly limit by 450 Alagan Tombstones per week. So you can carry a maximum of 2,000. Moreover, players can only receive Alagan Tombstones of Heliometry after reaching level 100 with at least 1 Disciple of War or Magic. So yeah, make sure that you have reached level 100 at least to earn these Alagan Tombstones of Heliometry. The number of Alagan Tombstones received for completion of Duty Red has been adjusted, so yeah, now you have these Heliometry things and tombstones being implemented, and of course that, wow, 50 Alagan Tombs of Heliometry for main scenario, that's not bad. That's really not bad. But yeah, all this is really being stomped by A-rank trains. If you have any way of participating in A-rank trains, I highly recommend to do so. That's just the best way of farming any forms of tombstones, even the old poetic ones. But yeah, they have been added here as well. The following trials have been added to Stone Sky Sea, so you can do the dummy trial, which I will do, of course, in power tests and rotations for all the jobs I have leveled up, so stick around for that as well. Yeah, this is going to happen on the AAC Light Heavyweight M1, 2, 4 Savage trials and the adjusted HP values these statues have. And yeah, items have been added. Alright, so I guess this is the new crafted battle gear, right? And to be fair, this is awesome. I like this a lot. So it could be just the weapons and the crafted gear, and the Savage stuff will be shown later. Okay, this is the new mount. This is awesome. I like that a lot. Okay, yeah, so sound effect of crafter action trained perfection has been changed. Whatever. The item name Integral Magitag Paintbrush has been changed to Chondrite Magitag Paintbrush. Okay. Skyrim Barding have been changed, the required recipe items. And system, we have new achievements, restrictions placed on data center travel and world visit, systems to alleviate congestion after release of patch 7.0 and have been lifted after launch of the game client. Certain effects and background elements will now load faster when displaying for the first time. Mac only. Okay. The text title menu selection is unavailable while connecting to a data center now appears darker. New trophies, achievements have been added PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X. New music and sound effects have been added, sure. Following issues have been addressed. Okay, yeah, like I said, always check these issues for yourself. These are too long to also just add to my lengthy video with, yeah, giving you my feedback about job changes. So yeah, no changes on Pictomancer. Awesome stuff to be added. Awesome content to be added. New gear, new mount, and of course, lots of potency changes for basically all jobs or most of the jobs. Yeah, the Bard is actually being missed as well. Yeah, we'll see about the balancing. We will have a tier list coming very, very soon when we have the first data and Savage being played out quite for some time. So yeah, thank you for watching. Have a wonderful start into Savage. Stick around for my showcase videos and all the updates about guild making and how you can craft the new recipes and all that stuff coming today and very soon. So yeah, thank you so much. Have a nice day. Until next time, stay safe, stay healthy, and keep loving Final Fantasy.